Welcome back. Back with more blueprints. Day 35. So this is December the 11th. Day 35. Sadly, let's go with the tomb. I haven't had the tomb, so I don't know what's down here. Oh, this is not creepy. Not creepy at all. Dig spot. This is massive. Okay, this is bigger than I thought it was going to be. Each of our journeys come to a conclusion here in the tomb. This floor plan is the definitive dead end. Or is it? Oh, hello. Gotta be something to do with that. We put all the statue's arms down. Another one there. Open only in the event of my death. Simon, here's where it all ends, at least for me. And all the picturesque places of this grand estate, I chose this dreary, dark dungeon, dank dungeon to be laid to rest. And that same dim, somber fate fell upon my father and his father before him, who loved the outdoors even more than myself. They say there is no stranger to a band of servitude, tradition and family tradition. Thrice as strong. These are chains that seldom bend, never break. And I do wonder what plans and prospects of yours will be sacrificed upon the family font of convention. What biography of your own will you forsake to add another page to your father's memories, or your mother's, or mine? In our youth, we are gifted with dreams and ambitions. At our death, we are left with realities and regrets. I think there is no greater sin than to perpetuate tradition that stagnates growth, that strangles purpose, that suffocates dreams. What point is there to live another's life at the stake of our own? Oh, how I wish to have been buried underneath the great oak, overlooking the plains, the wondrous woods, the worldly mountains, and the wild holly that surrounds that trunk. A perpetual token of sympathy laid across my grave. What dreadful tradition is it that dumped me in this sunless hollow? Seems like a note to remember. Oak. Plus holly. And if by morbid example this dark crypt makes any impression whatsoever on you, if reading this letter within these damp halls plants in you a seed of hope, if these words might grant you strength to bend if not break these chains, then I would cherish this tomb more than oak, sycamore and spruce. More than the wondrous woods and worldly mountains, this cold stone room would become a most cherished place in all our domain. I would have you raise a shrine upon this spot to commemorate the moment of your liberty, to treat this sepulchre as hallowed ground, to realize that grand gestures can be as effective as they are theatric. And lo, in turn, as recompense for the freedom thus granted you, commit yourself to be buried here within this mausoleum of dreams, and when the day comes to write your own letter to inspire the next generation that follows in our footsteps. As is tradition. Herbert S. Sinclair. Feels like... Is there another statue that needs to be down? Or are they all down? I think I've put them all down. I don't know if it made a difference. I wonder if you're a wall that can be broken. I can get the powered sledgehammer back. Again, that looks like a wall that could be broken. Potentially. Okay, enough wasting time here, I guess. Let's go. Let's get out here. I don't understand what that may have done. Take the hallway. Right, so this started day 1 was the 7th of November. Today is the 11th of December. No, not that either. There are two true statements. The gems are in the box of the false statement. There is only one true statement. Gems are in the box of the false statement. There are two true statements. Gotta be you, hasn't it then? Okay, this is a bit of a trek back, but hey. Whatever. Okay, sledgehammer. Library, and let's have a look at the pump room. So the water level indicators, the source, and the selection buttons. So whether you're using a single tank or an array of pumps, the water control panel serves as a central hub to your EPCW. Number of buttons. Function is simple. Press a button to select the water source you'd like to adjust. Drain or fill, simply press the button. Full. Regardless of the number of pumps or water sources being used, water can only be adjusted from the source if the corresponding button is selected. After you've selected the source, the water control panel, the next step is set the pump associated with the source to pump either in or out. Initiate water to or from your supply tanks. Yep, got that. Pump may be connected to more than one tank, allowing you to store and retrieve even more water. In these cases, the tanker pump is connected to can be switched. Use the water control panel. Use the pump. Okay, yeah, we kind of knew all that anyway. And this one, Rex's. We are screwed. So I'm not... I guess we do the laboratory. But yeah, there's no point. Nothing we can do here. So we just call that a day. A small cottage. So we run it back. Run it back. And by run it back, I mean we literally run And we wish we had our running shoes. I'm gonna hovel this. I'm gonna hovel this time. What are you? Oh yeah, today is November 12th. Day 36. Nothing of any interest in the hovel. Oh. This. Oh, hello. Are you a letter? Ah, interesting. We've got another date. 7/5/90. And then we've got 45/2/9/2. And that's 9 multiplied by 2 is 18. Divided by 9 is 2 minus 2 is 0? Is that right? Because that's plus 4 plus 5 times 2 divided by 9 minus 2. So 4 plus 5 is 9, times 2 is 18, divided by 9 is 2, minus 2 is 0. Interesting, interesting. Maybe it doesn't matter. Start with a workshop. It's a bit early for that. Still E. Take the battery pack. I'm guessing that we can't combine the battery pack with the key. Oh, nothing turns right. Sure, we'll take the utility box. Take a parlor. So I don't really care about gems. Statement on the white box is true. The box with a false statement contains gems. The gems are in the white box. Gotta be you then. The nursery would nice. Got to be the kitchen because it goes north. Glazed salmon, so it needs an aquarium. God, I like this. I end up on this West Wing far too often. Go here, grab the gem. Okay, we take the security now. Okay, keycard system. Offline mode is unlocked. And then we'll set the keycard to high. So we're going to get a lot of locked doors. They're going to be locked with security keys, but they're all offline. Patio. Can't get out of there. Now, I want the archives because I want some dates out of here. Right, okay. Key dates. This was the date in the hovel. Right, archives dates. So we've got 22nd of August, 1985. The 27th of January, 1986. 11 of 11. 86. 17. 11. Presumably that's 86. 22. 02. 87. 2nd of the 9th. Presumably that's 87 as well. Okay, so we've got a bunch of dates there that we can try. You are the chapel. Gonna ignore. Experiment setup. Continue with experiment. Each time you find trash, each time you eat an apple, each bedroom you draft after your second. Set your dice to 2. Bat and bath, yep. Let's take this floor plan. The guest bedroom. Ooh, magnifying glass. Right, we'll use the drawing room here. I'm gonna go with the office. I don't think I've had the office. The office is new. Chart. Cart. Upgrade disk. Right, what are you? Bridget, please check if any books matching these titles are available for purchase in Reddington. Flight of the Queen, March of the Count, Fall of the Lord, Passing of the Barons, Herrings of the Major. Had a little trouble reading the Baron's writing, so I'm not sure if the last title is intended to be hearings or herrings. But knowing Herbert, I suspect either would be suitable. Let's have a look at the thing. Spread gold in the estate. Run payroll. After running this process, checks will be placed in each staff member's room. This includes each servant's quarter and maid's chamber currently on the estate. Sure. Now let's spread the gold in the estate. Sure. Can we do anything interesting on here? Something said that on a red thing that you could only get email from the office computer. Aha. Anne Babbage next week. Sir, you've not left me any instructions for the following week. How much I hate leaving critical plans up until the last minute. As soon as you decide definitive plans for the holidays, please pass a message on to me, either through Hartley, who is valeting for you this weekend, or if you absolutely insist, do this confounded electronic typewriter. Fuse box repair. Please test that the correct sequence is off, blue, green, white, red, purple. Off, blue, green, white, red, purple. Changes to the estate. Just wanted to let you know that changes you requested will have been implemented and notarized. If your premonition of God forbid should bear fruit, rest assured your plans will be executed down to the last detail. The vac indicator lights installed per instructions have been turned on. However, it should be noticed a white indicator is only displayed after syncing all 6 indicators to purple. If this is not the desired functionality, let us know and we'll fix it in our regular service next week. And let's insert the disc. How can we upgrade the nursery? So whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 8. If you have less than 10 when you enter this room, set your footsteps to 20. Or the indoor nursery, whenever you draft another green room, 2 will sprout in this room. I think I keep it as a nursery and just get even more footsteps off it. The antechamber lever in the greenhouse is broken again. I don't think there's enough time to put in another work order before Simon arrives, so just make sure the west and east levers are operational. So that sounds like the south lever is never going to work. Or I can potentially use the broken lever. Right. This. $9083 is not the right one. Uh, 7590? No. 0705. 2811. So yeah, you told me that it was 9083, but you're printed on red. So you are probably wrong. You're probably a lie. Very definitely a lie. Nothing on that picture. Right, you will pop. No, I didn't want the archives. I did want the den. I will get my shovel. And you know what? I'm going to check in the magnifying glass. What are we at? Corridor coat check. Into the kitchen where we buy a load of food. Okay, so turn the dark room back on. I have to remember how to get you. Ah, there we go. Hey, welcome Moose and Tato. Welcome in, Raiders. Right, so the last one is to get you to purple. Right, so you need to be white. You need to be red. Okay, then you blue. Oh. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. The Gemstone Cavern has been permanently unlocked. Starting tomorrow, you'll start each day with 2 new gems. Oh, hell yes. That's what that does. I'm gonna... Oh, Twitch has got 4K streaming for you as well. Nice. I'm gonna go and have a look at these this Gemstone Cavern. It's gonna waste a load of steps, but that I don't care. Here is the last of the equipment from the new mine. I don't think we're going to need more than this, especially if we're going to limit excavation to 2 stones per day. I was told by the engineer that getting greedier than that might risk structural integrity of the cave walls. So I suppose we'll have to adhere to his expert opinion, at least for now. I managed to remove all but 1 minecart from the old tunnels, 2 of which were too rusted to be worn down to be any use here, so Dave went ahead and made a call to scrap them. I'm not sure that the foreman is going to be too happy about that, but hopefully he can smooth it over. Now there is still 1 more cart down there, and it's locked on a short track, and it's way too difficult to move from the reservoir side. It's a little bit awkward because it's blocking the passage, so I suggest someone move it from the other side if they can get over there. The boss informed us there are 2 other ways into the site from that side, but I think we're going to leave that for someone else to finish up if the old man really wants it done. How is Blueprints? Blueprints is great. Like, there is so much going on in this game. So many, like, little things, puzzles, mysteries to solve that are just... Hello? Are you the basement? Are you where I need to put the basement key? I think you might be. I don't know where that is, though. Okay, this was definitely worth... Yeah, I am literally writing notes down constantly because something that you figure out today will help you in another run. And it's not like, oh, you've got this item or you've unlocked this door. It's, you've read this piece of a puzzle, you've seen this room, and now you can solve a ton of other things. So like the puzzle to get that door open, I needed to find this room to access the computer, to get the email, to figure out what the the combination was. And then there is a puzzle with all these pictures that are in each room. There's a puzzle to work out there, which is also really cool. So security, patio. A lot of coins there. Key. And it's roguelike, so this house changes every day. So like essentially you're drafting every time you open a door. You are drafting. So I should be able to open. I do want to go. I need to go from the dark room side. So like this room, for example, when you walk into this room, the lights pop. So you have to go to the utility closet, which you have to draft, so that you can turn the lights back on in here. Lockpicks. Oh, I checked in the magnifying glass, didn't I? Cool. You are fine. Morning room. I'm gonna go with this and hope that it is. That's the laundry room. Uh, 10 will exchange all of your keys with all of your coins. 5 will exchange all of your keys with all of your... That is decent. Because I don't have a use for the keys. And then you will turn all of your gems into coins. And yeah, I'm not totally familiar with Obra Dinn. Right, okay. This ends me. This might end me. It does not end me. Everything is 50% off today. See the flyer? Commissary, the kitchen, the locksmith, and the bookshop. That is planet and plane. So that's a T. I think I've got this one. Yeah, because this is gates. Take the pool here. Yeah, coins. Paint and pint. Boudoir. I forgot what my experiment was. For each bedroom you draft, set your dice to 2. Okay, we've got another one here. Let's have a look at our dates again. 0705. Uh, 2208. 2701. 1111. It's not 1128. 1711. 2202. 0209. 9083. No. No, don't give me hints for the safe yet. I'm sure there's a bunch of stuff that I can figure out with that. I've got a load of details. I thought it was something to do with this picture. This is Christmas. See, I don't need a hint. Red letter number 4. Right, hang on. Red letters. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Herbert, I was distraught to learn that you've chosen to omit the details of our dear Marion's disappearance from the public record. It is no surprise to me that the royal court would want this embarrassment kept as quiet as possible, but I am shocked that you have so little regard for your niece that you would play the king's scullion and stoop to kissing the foot that treads upon her memory. She gave up her family, her fortune, and her life, and all you can do is think of your name. Having never had a family name nor fortune of my own, I cannot personally condemn you for faltering in your commitment to make the same sacrifices she did. But for the love of God, do not, by that same display of weakness, clutch your petty assets so tightly that you undermine the cause that she forfeited everything to further. Our countrymen must be made aware of the price she paid, and must be made to see the colour of the flag she flew as she rode into the darkness of 100 nights. To deny her story is to deny her life. If, through your silence, you bless this betrayal, our son, Simon, your heir, will inherit a fortune of lies and will spit upon your grave when he learns of your cursed foolishness. Needless to say, we will not be coming for Christmas this year. Daniel. Okay. It looks like there's a key or something next to that letter. And the significance of the letters is from Black Cat, Red Flag. Eight red envelopes, 8 pedestals, 8 letters, 8 hands. A letter is missing. This is Daniel Who wrote this? Who wrote number 4? And this is the first red letter I've found. And that's just Holly on the back of that, which I assume is related to Mount Holly. Oh, we got a letter there. Grab the hallway here. Crown and Crow. I was going to redraw these. I hit you. Walk-in closet. Okay. That's plan and plant. So we're gonna have to go across here. The locker room. These all killers. The gym is the only one that doesn't. Because you cost 0. You set my steps to 0. I have to go with the gym. And you are the sauna. Oh, the car keys. That was a good run. That was a good run. We figured out. Got a red letter. Figured out a couple of things there. Start with gems. We got a new room. The gem room, and I think the office. The office was probably a new run. We are a sizable manor, day 36. Cool. Right, I'm gonna call it there. And save and quit. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.